You're looking at it and you're saying that everything that's wrong with our culture is why I'm a success.
Wow.
So when I actually got a chance to talk to her, she was like, I never.
50 Cent said that he would work with Taraji after he seen the video of Taraji saying, you know, she had to fire her whole team after she done the Empire series for her character.
Oprah Winfrey has been the target of unwelcome criticism lately. The industry was shaken when Taraji P. Henson said that she almost left The Color Purple because of her unfairly low compensation. 50 Cent has only made things worse by telling Taraji to leave Oprah and go with his own strong gang. The fact that 50 was one among the first to call out Oprah years ago, pointing out her questionable methods and accusing her of protecting white predators while disregarding black performers, is another reason why fans are not putting up with this.
Oh, that's Oprah.
That's Oprah. Okay. After the Oprah, and your cat's name is?
And Gail.
Gail.
50 Cent has been making fun of Oprah for years. Additionally, he didn't let that feud end. At one point, he further escalated the mocking by naming his dog after Oprah and his cat after Oprah's best friend, Gayle King. Some may have laughed at the jokes, but supporters say the situation is no longer funny. According to their accusations, Oprah has a shady side and has been secretly disparaging other black superstars in the industry. Now, others are saying that it's time to fully expose her. People are saying that Oprah has trodden over black entertainers in her quest for fame, which is part of her problematic side. Online rumors that Oprah isn't as naive and compassionate as she presents herself as have been going around for years and are now becoming more popular. Why? Because Taraji P. Henson just revealed that she nearly declined Oprah's invitation to remake The Color Purple after being given a humiliatingly lowball offer. Her allusions to hip-hop culture were always a little strange. As well, and on my CD, there was something that Taraji actually said to herself. What? Why? Why am I behaving like this? But here's the worst part. Most Hollywood stars keep quiet out of concern that Oprah may turn them down. Not 50 Cent though. He has shown courage by dragging Oprah for years and refusing to play her game. 50 Cent even went so far as to call Oprah an Oreo at one point, saying that despite her black appearance, she had a wide viewpoint on the inside. This feud began when Oprah criticized 50's raw lyrics and claimed that rappers like him just served to reinforce social unrest. But 50 didn't keep quiet. He responded angrily to such comments, emphasizing what he believes to be Oprah's unjust treatment of other people. He insisted that despite Oprah's initial support for black women's opinions, she has since grown so attached to middle-aged white women that she has practically turned into one herself.
And almost had to walk away from Color Purple. Yes, ma'am. Who said what? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because you know what? If I don't take a stand, how am I making it easy for Fantasia and Danielle and Hallie and Felicia? Then what?
Additionally, there are those older than 50 who have reached this milestone. Rapper Ludacris also blasted her for being sly when she invited him to her show only to make fun of him in front of millions of people back home. To promote the well-liked movie, Ludacris and his co-stars from Crash made an appearance on Oprah's show in 2005. But the real shady part was when Oprah called Luda out for using the N-word in his songs instead of letting him talk about his stance. Because Luda's harsh answer was cut out by Oprah's crew, viewers never saw it, creating the appearance that he sat there and said nothing. She also employed similar strategies at other times. Dave Chappelle made an appearance on Oprah's show a year later to talk about his decision to move to Africa and his refusal to accept the lucrative $50 million Comedy Central offer. Nevertheless, it led to another messy scene on stage.
Made about, I was there for a Crash for the movie. Yeah. And basically she said something about not agreeing with my music, but she thought I did great in the movie. And of course I was up there with the whole cast of Crash. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't necessarily felt like that needed to be said. You know, you didn't agree with my music. And even if you don't agree with certain songs I made, say you don't agree with certain songs, don't say you just don't agree with all of my music.
Dave tried to explain it all by saying that those huge Hollywood checks are always subject to important conditions. But Oprah wouldn't put up with it. She continued to put pressure on him to admit that he had lost his mind. Dave then disclosed even more shocking details. He was being pressured to take antipsychotic drugs by those close to him. Oprah continuously disregarded everything as irrelevant, claiming that Dave was just suspicious and nervous, rather than listening to what he had to say. As this tumultuous back and forth occurred, Oprah's reputation was further called into question because she was also being publicly humiliated for her close relationship with convicted predator Harvey Weinstein. Oprah and Harvey Weinstein were close for years, and she didn't try to hide it. It appeared that she was happy with their connection. But when Weinstein's heinous deeds finally made headlines, a number of celebrities came forward to claim that Oprah had to know what was going on behind the scenes, making it even more scandalous. According to people close to Weinstein, Oprah actually reached out to him directly with words of encouragement following the first round of accusations.
She was able to say what she said, and then I had my rebuttal, and when I saw the final show, her comments were in there.
It was in there, but yours wasn't in there.
And mine weren't in there, so it just looked like
According to a person who talked to TMZ, Weinstein boasted that Oprah encouraged him to stand up and defend himself, even promising to support him. Despite the fact that other powerful Hollywood personalities were subtly urging Weinstein to protect her, Oprah was allegedly singled out by him and treated like his ultimate ride-or-die ally.
Point, it was like, all right, this is enough.
Yeah. Colleagues were quoted as saying that you had become increasingly paranoid. Would you say you were paranoid?
Sure. First of all, what is a black man without his paranoia intact? if you get, you might win $100 in a poker game and be on the subway. You're gonna look over your shoulder.
Oprah made an effort to brush the criticism aside, but later, prominent people like Seal and Rose McGowan publicly criticized her, saying that Oprah knew exactly what Weinstein was doing from the beginning and was still protecting him. Rose didn't hold back either, calling Oprah a snake in a nasty tweet and accusing her of defending a sick power structure to uphold her own authority. After that, British musician Seal went all out and humiliated Oprah on Instagram by posting an old photo of her smiling next to Weinstein. He penned a nasty caption: "After decades of contributing to the problem, everyone suddenly thinks you have the solution." Then he cruelly reminded her, tormenting her, "Now I realize I forgot." Indeed, precisely. You had heard the tales, but you had no idea that he was actually preying on young, famous actresses. I'm sorry, respectable Hollywood.
They just said in everything I had $50 million. That's like making me a marked man.
So did you go to a psychiatric hospital?
In South Africa?
Yeah.
Who? Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. I was so...
I'm only asking because I need to ask.
I gotta get people thinking, all right, who goes from America?
50 Cent seems to be the first to see through Oprah's charade when fans pointed out that her long history of neglecting black artists while shielding real predators is nothing new. 50 Cent had been watching Oprah's actions long before the rest of the world knew it. In a recent interview with The Guardian, he reopened their long-running dispute and accused her again of trying to paint his music as stupid nonsense. "My 9 gunshot wounds-inspired songs. Everyone writes from painful moments that connect in a big way," 50 stated. "Do you mean that we shouldn't discuss the way we felt about it?"
I was gonna leave, so I got ahead of schedule, and I bounced. And I didn't tell anybody where I was going. The whole time, they're trying to convince me I'm insane. They were trying to get me to take psychotic medication. I said, I'm not taking this medicine, man, because I know these people be trying to control you or maybe discredit you. I was afraid, like, you know.
But you were stressed out. That's why.
There's no question. But it's very stressful.
Was a strong retort. Taraji P. Henson later claimed that she nearly pleaded for adequate compensation for her work on Oprah's amazing, by the way, adaptation of The Color Purple. 50 immediately showed affection when he shared a screenshot of an Instagram story about Taraji firing her entire staff for failing to profit from the success of her enterprise. He didn't hold back. They dropped the ball to mock him. "Taraji, I'm ready to work. Let's get it. GLG, Green Light Gang, and Gun It Film and TV." His want to keep those Oprah leaves hanging was once again shown by that passion. 50 Cent spoke up for what he saw to be Oprah's deception of Monique. After Monique went public and claimed that Oprah and Tyler Perry had blackballed her because she refused to do free publicity work, 50 wasn't having it. He even approached Tyler directly, but according to 50, Tyler made an effort to look uninformed by feigning ignorance of the circumstances. Meanwhile, Monique's career was in serious decline, but 50 wasn't just talking about it. He followed his words with deeds. He offered her a major role in season 2 of his Gun It Films and Television's popular television series, Black Mafia Family, or BMF. Fans have since hailed him as one of the few influential people in the business who isn't scared to voice their disapproval of Oprah and take action. First Monique, now Taraji, said one admirer beneath 50's post. How could 50 not be appreciated? His enthusiasm for the Black Queens is genuine. Really? Truly. 50. Another observed, if you include Taraji in one of your shows, that thing is going to blow through the ceiling. I am fully here for it. Now, I have to ask, would you be open to Taraji and 50 working together on one of his projects? Do you also think that 50 has been right about Oprah's professional path from the start? Please provide your thoughts in the comments box as this topic is about to become heated. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more amazing stories in the future.